Good morning, students. Now, next chapter is chapter 8, quadrilaterals. In this chapter, open exercise 8.1. Now, firstly, introduction of the quadrilaterals. So, what do you mean by quadrilateral? The four-sided figure is known as quadrilateral. Clear? So, here A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. In quadrilaterals, four sides, four vertices A, B, C and D are vertices, two diagonals AC and BD and four interior angles. Clear? So in case of quadrilateral, four-sided figure is known as quadrilateral. Now, angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. According to this property, the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. The sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. You can prove. So here ABCD is a quadrilateral. Join A to C, then diagonal AC, divide the quadrilateral in two triangles, triangle ADC and triangle ABC. Clear? And we know that according to the angle sum property of a triangle, we know that sum of all three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Clear? So, sum of all three angles of triangle ADC will be 180 degree, and also the sum of all angles of triangle ABC will also be 180 degree. So now see here, in triangle ADC, angle DAC plus angle ACD plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Clear? Now in triangle ABC, angle CAB plus angle ACB plus angle B will also be equal to 180 degree. Clear? Now adding equation 1 and 2, then we have angle DAC plus angle ACD plus angle D plus angle CAB plus angle ACB plus angle B is equal to 180 plus 180, because this is equal to 180 degree and this is equal to 180. So 180 plus 180 is equal to 360. Clear? Now angle DAC plus angle CAB is equal to angle A, and angle ACD plus angle ACB is equal to angle C. So you can write angle DAC plus angle CAB is equal to angle A. Here angle DAC plus angle CAB is equal to angle A, and you can write angle ACD plus angle ACB is equal to angle C. then we have angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus D is equal to 360 degree. So we can say that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Clear? Now see here, angle C will be equal to angle ACD plus angle ACB or BCA. Clear? And angle A will be this, means angle DAC plus angle BAC. Clear? So you can prove. Now types of quadrilateral. Types of quadrilateral. There are different types of quadrilateral. Trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square and kite. In case of trapezium, figure first is the example of trapezium. In trapezium, pair of opposite sides are parallel. Clear? Now, in second figure is the example of a parallelogram. In case of parallelogram, pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, and so second figure is the example of parallelogram. So in parallelogram, opposite sides are, pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, means PS will be equal to QR and PS will be equal to PS will be parallel to QR, and PQ will be equal to SR and parallel to PQ will be parallel to SR, means pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel in parallelogram. Next type of quadrilateral is a rectangle. Clear? So in case of rectangle, pair of opposite sides are equal and each angle will be 90 degree. Angle M, angle N, angle R, angle S will be 90 degree in case of rectangle. Clear? Next type, rhombus. In case of rhombus, all sides will be equal. All four sides will be equal and opposite sides will be parallel. Clear? Next type is square. In case of square, all four sides will be equal and each angle will be 90 degree. Clear? Now, in case of kite, pair of sides are equal. So ABCD is the example of kite. Clear? Now, you have to remember these points. First point is a square, a rectangle and rhombus are all parallelograms. Clear? Second point, a square is a rectangle and also a rhombus. Third point, you have to remember all parallelogram is a trapezium. Fourth point, a kite is not a parallelogram. Clear? Fifth point, a trapezium is not a parallelogram. And in sixth point, a rectangle or rhombus is not a square. You have to remember these points and also you can prove. Clear? Now, property of a parallelogram. So properties of a parallelogram, the first theorem related to properties of parallelogram theorem is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So here ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is the diagonal. Clear? And you have to prove that this diagonal AC divides the parallelogram in two congruent triangle. Means you have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. Clear? So as we know that in case of parallelogram, pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this side AD will be parallel to BC. Because AD is parallel to BC, therefore this angle will be equal to this one, alternate interior angle. And also because AD and BC are parallel, so AC will be is transversal. And similarly in case of CD and AB also AC will be transversal, so this angle will be equal to this one. Clear? So in both triangle, in triangle ADC and triangle ABC, this angle is equal to this one and this angle will be equal to this one, and AC is common in both. Then by ASA congruency, we can say that triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle ADC by ASA congruency. So we can say that a diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two congruent triangles. See here, BC is parallel to AD and AD is a transversal. BCA is equal to DAC, alternate interior angles. AB is parallel to DC and AC is transversal. So BAC will be equal to DCA, pair of opposite interior angles. AC is equal to AC, common in both. So by ASA congruency, both triangle will be congruent. Clear? Already proved. Now next theorem related to the property. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So you know it. ABCD is a parallelogram. So opposite sides are equal, means this side will be equal to this one and this side will be equal to this one in case of parallelogram. Now next, if each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. So you can prove it easily. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram and pair of opposite sides are, if each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal, so ABCD is a quadrilateral and pair of opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So ABCD is a quadrilateral and AB is equal to DC, and AD is equal to BC. You can prove. Clear? So you have to prove ABCD is a parallelogram. So now taking triangle ABC and triangle ADC, in both the triangles AB is equal to DC, already given, AD is equal to BC, given, and AC is equal to AC, common in both. So we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. Clear? So now triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC, then angle ACB will be equal to angle BAC by CPCT. So we can say that AB is parallel to DC. Similarly, angle DAC will be equal to angle ACB by CPCT. So we can say that side AD is parallel to side BC. So quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Clear? Now, next theorem. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So you can prove it easily. ABCD is a parallelogram. In case of parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. A will be equal to angle C and angle B will be equal to angle D. Clear? Now, next theorem. If in a quadrilateral, each pair of opposite angles is equal, then it is a parallelogram. So you can prove it easily. In a quadrilateral, each pair of opposite angles is equal, then it is a parallelogram. You can prove it easily. Now next theorem. The diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. You can prove it. Diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Clear? So ABCD is a parallelogram. So ABCD is a parallelogram and side AB is parallel to DC. Clear? And side AD is parallel to BC. So AB is parallel to DC and AB is equal to DC, and AD is parallel to BC and AD is equal to BC because ABCD is a parallelogram. Now we have to prove that its diagonal AC and BD bisect each other. So now, because ABCD is a parallelogram, so AD will be equal to BC and parallel, then AC will be its transversal because AD is parallel to BC, so AC will be transversal. So this angle will be equal to this one. Similarly, AB is parallel to CD, so BD will be its transversal and this angle will be equal to this one, alternate and interior angles. Clear? Clear? So now see, this angle is equal to this one. In triangle ABC, see it again. In triangle ABC and triangle now in triangle AOD and in triangle BOC. Clear? So this angle is equal to this one. This angle is equal to this one, and this angle and this side AD is equal to BC. So by ASA congruency, both triangles are congruent. Clear? So OB will be equal to OD by CPCT. Similarly, you can prove by taking these triangles, triangle AOB and triangle COD. You can prove triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC by CPCT. Similarly, and AO will be equal to, or OA will be equal to OC by CPCT. Then we can say that both diagonals bisect each other. Clear? Now next theorem, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So you can prove it in same manner. Here diagonal bisect each other means OA is equal to OC, OB is equal to OD. Clear? And you have to prove that it is a parallelogram. So you can prove it easily. Now in next example, the angle of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5:9:13. Find all the angles of a quadrilateral. So here angles of quadrilateral are in this ratio. You have to find all the angles. So let ratio is equal to x. So angle 1 यानी first angle will be equal to 3x, second angle will be equal to 5x, third angle will be equal to 9x, and fourth angle will be equal to 13x. Now according to angle sum property, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degree. Clear? Sum of all four angles is equal to 360 degree in a quadrilateral. Now put the values of 1, 2, 3 and 4. So x 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x is equal to 360. Clear? Now add these, then 30x is equal to 360. 30x is equal to 360 degree. Then x will be equal to 360 degree upon 30 means 12. So x is equal to 12. Now you can find angle 1, 2, 3 and 4 means angle 1 is equal to 3x. Put the value of x. Similarly angle 2 is equal to 5x. Put the value of x. Angle 3 is equal to 9x. Put the value of x. Angle 4 is equal to 13x. Put the value of x. Clear? So you can find all angles of a quadrilateral. Now next example, show that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. So here ABCD is a rhombus. You have to show that diagonal of rhombus means you have to prove OA is equal to OC and also OB is equal to OD. You have to prove. Clear? So that the diagonal of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. So OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. It will be equal and perpendicular to each other. You have to prove that. Clear? Now consider the rhombus ABCD. We know that in a rhombus all four sides are equal, so AB will be equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Now in triangle AOD and COD, AOD and COD, consider these two triangles. OA is equal to OC, because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, we know that. Now OD is equal to OD, common in both. OD is equal to OD, common in both triangles, and also AD is equal to CD. AD is equal to CD, because in a rhombus all sides are equal. So by SSS congruency, both triangles will be congruent, means triangle AOD will be congruent to triangle COD by SSS congruency, and AOD, angle AOD is equal to angle COD by CPCT. Clear? And AOD plus COD is equal to 180 degree, because AOD is equal to COD already proved. So put AOD in place of COD, then twice of AOD will be 180 degree, then angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. So we can say that the diagonal of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Clear? Now see it again. You have to consider these two triangles, triangle AOD and triangle DOC. Clear? Now in both the triangles, OA will be equal to OC, because ABCD is a parallelogram. Clear? ABCD is a parallelogram because the rhombus is a parallelogram. Now OA is equal to OC. Clear? Now तो in triangle AOD and triangle COD, see here again, OA is equal to OC. OA is equal to OC because ABCD is a parallelogram, and we know that rhombus is a parallelogram. So we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram and diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Clear? Now so OA is equal to OC and OD is equal to OD, common in both, and AD is equal to CD or DC, because all four sides are equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DC. So by SSS congruency, we can say that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COD, and because these two triangles are congruent, so this angle will be equal to this one, and this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degree. Clear? So angle AOC means this one plus angle COD, angle AOC plus angle COD will be equal to 180 degree. Clear? See here, angle AOC plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree, and angle AOD is equal to angle COD. So you can put angle AOD in place of CAD here. So twice of angle AOD is equal to 180, then angle AOD will be equal to 90 degree. So diagonal of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other, means this angle is 90 degree. Clear? So we can say that diagonal of rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Clear, students? So now you have to solve the questions related to this topic. Okay, students? Thank you.